in here. I just wanted to do something, just try to do this real quick. Another early morning, and these were, again, cards that I pulled out so I can get them shuffled. We have the female card here. Appears to be getting her flowers. There we go. Getting her flowers. Maybe someone was trying to steal them or pirate them. They no longer have support. The female trying to make a plan. Maybe making a route of some sort with the network. It's a frizzy hair day. So making that plan with the network is a little bit out of control, right? We've got the USB. Everything's connected. It seems like everything needs to have a USB cord now. Lord forbid you want to use a red light therapy mask and the battery's gone, and then now you've got to wait an hour to be able to recharge it up. And then by that time, you've already moved on to something else and you don't have time to do your red light therapy mask because everything needs a USB. It's like you got to plan ahead then, I guess, right? And make sure it's charged. Because if you keep it charged or overcharged, or if you keep it on the charger, then it just burns out the battery and then you never get to charge it again. I did that with one of my fans in the car. Apparently there's taco involved. Sorry about if you can't see it. Apparently there's tacos involved. Something halfway being done. Notice there's no lettuce on this taco. Wonder if I can, if that's better. Is that better? Sorry, it's not better because it's in pencil. There we go. Is that better? We had this come out also yesterday. I think it was Sweden, Norway, Mexico, California, and Texas are all related. And taco also stands for, I believe it's in the Catholic Church, the taco for prayer is thanksgiving, adoration, confession, praying for others, and your own concerns is what taco actually stands for. And I have to say that the last 3 people that I have run into as far as having conversations with at any length, they've all been Catholic. And I find it interesting that the faith was even brought up in conversation because I never bring up faith or religion or anything in that case because, I mean, what you practice is your business, what you practice, you know what I mean? But these 3 people all brought up their faith. And just to put it out there, I'm more of a straightforward, cut to the chase, ask me the question type of person rather than let me just throw this out there and see what I get in return kind of conversation. You know what I mean? I don't know. But I have to say in the last year, I've learned that I should keep my conversations, listen more. I realize I need to listen more, speak less. It's probably for my best interest. Anywho, could be even something that's halfway. Maybe something's halfway charged, halfway connected, halfway revamped. I don't know, but we've got this rabbit. Rabbits reproduce really quickly. They also run and jump really quickly. We've got a snow globe. Maybe someone has some kind of nostalgia about some kind of rabbit kind of situations. Connecting the dots, adding some color to a situation regarding some kind of umbrella. I wanted to say corporation. That seems to be mutating pretty quickly with the clubs. Oh, when pigs fly comes out right with it. You saw me pick them up together, right? When pigs fly, maybe the clubs in a million years never would have imagined that anyone would have ever spoke of their evils. And now here comes the Reaper. I don't know. We've got the number 11 card, which is an awakening, divine guidance, a call to a higher purpose. So apparently this whole setup or this whole situation of everything that we were just talking about has a higher purpose here. I believe the good book mentions about those who are first will be last and those who have been last will be first. We've got props here. It all could be just a big production. Maybe someone had a great idea, like, you know, let's just create a movie scene with somebody's life and let's just film it as it goes along and see what kind of movie we can get out of it. I mean, I know some people, I don't know, when I was going through all the stuff that I was going through, and I honestly said, you know, if I can write all these things down, or if I can share them with someone who knows how to write a script or write a movie or something, this would be a great movie for all the things that I've witnessed and experienced and walked away from. Because when pigs fly, never in a million years did I think that anything that I think that I have witnessed would actually be something. So, I mean, the jury is still out on that just because, you know. But yes, just like in other videos, I did notify several different people of several different kinds of positions. So if any of those people thought that there was any kind of reportable kind of information in there, then they would do so, and I would be contacted, or they would ask me more questions in regards to it. So we've got someone being a real jerk or trying to sustain life as they know it, and I'm apologizing. I'm just not gonna, I mean, I don't even know if you can see over there. It's very poor lighting. This is a bag of jerky. Someone's going on a hiking trip. Someone who's entitled is being a real jerk. And apparently their apple cart got tipped over. There's some kind of restaurant involved. And I just found out today that there is a group outside of Cork, Ireland, that participate in some kind of wolf gathering where they all get together and they howl like wolves, and very old ancient bloodline, and I guess they do this every year. I mean, granted, it was a video, a story that I saw on YouTube, so who's to say what kind of truth is involved in that? And mind you, these stories are all just for entertainment purposes. You know, we have to put that disclaimer out, even though it is on the channel description. So there could be some kind of connection to a restaurant and maybe this wolf cut, maybe a group of people who practice this. Maybe it is some kind of, oh, look, it's the Hollywood Walk of Fame and the ancestors. Considering that Marilyn Monroe is right there, and Marilyn Monroe is no longer with us, unfortunately. The ghost of Marilyn Monroe, or the ghost of people who have been well known, or the ghost of people who maybe were some kind of star, the ghost of people who were some kind of well-known person for whatever reason, could be people who even live in Hollywood, and that would back up what I was saying about someone trying to make some kind of movie or story out of somebody's life. documenting it along the way, and in some ways it has some kind of connection, as we were saying with the USB with this restaurant. I know myself, this card is dedicated to someone who I knew who did have a restaurant. I knew when I was a teenager. He was kind of like a surrogate dad for a few years. You know, he did pass away. Anyway, there could be some kind of connection to this whole Cork, Ireland thing and the restaurant. Wild and free, that would also reiterate the whole wolf thing. Hamburger, pretty stacked situation, having it your way, the way you want it. It becomes a radioactive activity when you try to document everything. You've got the whole kit and caboodle here. It's a tower moment with the fellowship. Everybody's under feeling like they're getting this natural disaster. Then we've got this virus. It's going viral. Someone is unhinged. We're on the right track as far as illusion is concerned. Some illusion that's happening in the garden. If we're going to connect it with the rabbit, someone's probably a real HOE. Worming their way in. Maybe somebody let somebody's worm meet with them in the garden. And it probably has something to do with someone who's on the bench. You can put that in your pipe and SMOKE it. And Sasquatch. It's an elusive situation. Nobody knows whether it's real or not. Nobody knows if the story is real or not. The only people who know what the story is are the people who are involved in the facts that are being shown about it. That's all I can say. But someone is clearly moving away from the group. They've decided that this is not a situation they want to be any part of. Whatever this gathering is. Or this person could be just so disoriented that they were being forced to leave. And while that person was being forced to leave, this is the Pelican card. Pelicans have been on the verge of extinction twice, but they've kept coming back. First, the adults were attacked, and then the babies were attacked using pesticides. And of course, this all involves the alphabet gang. It should be pretty clear. But there's definitely the alphabet gang who is doing some kind of investigation work on the whole matter. Thank goodness for them. Put respect where respect is due, because there's a trail of evidence in both different directions. Multiple directions. We've got Red Rover, and I wanted to say Bonnie right over. I think I like the very beginning where someone's getting their flowers, so that's nice. Pew! You okay? Someone did a stinky. We've got plastic, H2O cup or bottle coming out. If you don't, please recycle. And if you don't want to deal with the recycling, I mean, there's people out there who do. depending on where you live. We've got a stick in the mud wanting to stick out. When you're not invited to the funeral, when you were part of somebody's journey. We've got the loon. Where my grandparents stayed, they had those birds, the loons, and every so often they would go out and they would actually get rid of the loons because there were so many and there was just so overpopulated, and it made the ecosystem really unbalanced. So sometimes the loons can get a little out of hand on the journey, right? And then we've got a shed. Hopefully there's plenty of tools in that shed, right? In order to be able to figure out what the heck is going on. The utmost respect for those who took an oath and stand by it with all honesty and integrity. I thank you and applaud you. Certainly, I know you've probably been tempted by so many things. And to stay true to the truth, I thank you for that. So we've got bottom of the deck. Overall energy is the blueberry. That's my entitlement card. It's also antioxidants. That goes nicely with the water. We've got the hoot hoot owl. On my way home, there was an owl that flew right in front of my car, and it looked me straight at me as it was flying by. I thought that was pretty cool. It was one of the white flat-faced owls. I don't know if it's the same owl that I keep seeing the last 3 years, 4 years, or if it's, I mean, a bunch of them, but if it's the same one, that would be pretty cool. We've got a siren here. So someone says sitting in the background, just kind of watching. A siren is the those mermaids that are in the water, just calling out to the sailors and trying to lure people into the water. It could also be somebody who is like a con artist, I guess. We've got, that's pretty ballsy. That's a bag of balls. You just really don't know what you're going to be dealing with this person. We've got thoughts. Somebody's in their thoughts about it. So they're just sitting back and still watching this individual to see what their next steps are, I guess. Just so you know, I can't read the comments because I'm not reading the screen. So, but I do want to thank you for being here. In case you're new, these are cards that I made, and they're all in different stages. If you are interested in at any time watching me like draw the card or color the cards, I could always do a live on that. I did post in the community tab if you wanted to have that on the channel or not. And if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and find that post. It's just the last one, and just tell me yay or nay if that would be something you're interested in, because I mean, I'd be happy to do it. It's just a click of the button, you know what I mean? And who knows, if you like to draw or color or whatnot, you could always just get your colors out and we can do it together and chat it up. Okay, we've got the hammer here, hitting the nail right on the head. It's a repetitious work. Boy, is it smarts when you're wrong, though, and you miss that mark. That's smarts. Building something, driving in nails, or to drive in a point. It's also used to break things, I guess. Could be a gavel in the judicial courtroom. I mean, not the hammer, but I mean the gavel. I guess if we have the gavel that comes up. We've got Zen here and balance. So maybe someone's trying to, oh, look, we got the boomerang. So all the hard work and centering is coming back to somebody. They're all green cards, though. Isn't that cool? We've got the crow. In case you didn't know, crows share their information with their offspring. They found 17 generations of crows know about the same person, whether they're a good person or not a great person. They've got memories of that nature. You can also train them. A lot of times they say, and I've heard that they can be used as monitoring spirits as well. I really don't, I mean, I guess you'd have to be able to talk to animals or have telepathy with animals. I know some people say that they do. I'm not privy to that, so it's like I can't really speak on something that, who knows? I mean, anything's possible these days, right? We've got the dolphins. Dolphins are in groups. So this could be a group of crows, a group of people who do this kind of activity. They're saying that usually, I also read somewhere that the dolphins, when they are trying to help the humans, when they see a human in trouble, they go to help the human, but they do that because they help their own kind as well. The dolphins use their instincts to help those that struggle in the water because they know that if they do not, then it attracts the predators. So they kind of do it as a means to protect themselves. It's kind of like, is it called altruism when it's like you're being nice to other people? Are you doing it because you really are just trying to be nice to that person, or are you doing it because of the feeling or the benefit that you get from it by doing it? So it's kind of the same scenario as far as a dolphin. And maybe someone is having a chat about it. Maybe someone's trying to determine who's the siren. Interesting that they're both water creatures. Like, is this person's emotional um, frame of mind or their altruism, or is it coming from a good place? Maybe someone's trying to figure that out, and maybe someone's being the word of mouth in order to share the information that they know about a person. This person's hardworking, they're balanced, they're zen, and then it's all coming back. What is it? You reap what you sow. The truth is there. We were just talking about the facts of the matter. The facts of the matter is hardworking and balanced, and that all comes back. And we've got another coming back card with the recidivism. Another interesting little fact. Recidivism rate is, on average, 3 times someone has to be sent to the incarceration system before they think that, maybe I should change my ways. And the thing that I find so interesting about that is the fact that it was the 3 strikes and you're out scenario. So people who even do the violent crime, they do it 3 times, now you're stuck in jail. I don't know if the rule's still valid or if it's still in effect, but you have violent crime 3 times and then you're like, I guess you're permanently in. Well, the 3rd time of having the violent crime, maybe that's the time that you're going to decide, you know what, I really need to change my ways because this violence is not even working for me. And it is a fact that people who are of the violent nature can fix it if they choose to. Any change worth being done is going to take work. You know what I mean? It's like a moment by moment situation. So, anywho, so maybe this is a self-preservation kind of thing that has been going on for generations and generations, just by, like, it's in the family lineage, that this is just what they do. They talk about others. Or on the other hand, if it's about somebody's hard work and zen, maybe someone's wanting someone to come back to them because they are such a hard worker, because they do bring in that place of zen into the environment. And maybe they're just asking this person because of word of mouth. People might be asking, where is this person? And just for their self-preservation, they're like, okay, well, can you come back and work for us? That could be another storyline. We've got a vehicle, automobile. In the dream state, if you are dreaming about someone driving a vehicle, that means that someone else is driving your life and making the choices for you. If you're driving your own vehicle, it means that you're pretty much in the driver's seat of your own life. We've got a pick here, so now I guess you got to pick where you're going to sit. Are you going to drive your own life, or are you going to allow other people to control your life for you? This has to do with a male individual. This is the male symbol. We've got the updo, someone who's pretty conservative, or they just throw their hair up and in a messy bun or something because it's the easiest way to go. We've got rest in peace with the death card. We've also got the moon with the illumination, it's transformation. And the blockage. Someone's trying to block someone's transformation. Oh, confused. And we have the number 4 card. This is also my Virgo card, and it's an angel card, stability. Someone's confused. The Virgo's confused about the blockage. Mustard seed. Maybe someone's confused that just a little bit of faith, like a mustard seed, is what's keeping someone in a good stance, or maybe this person is having a good or has a mustard seed of faith in order to keep this person blocked. That would be something. Skeletons in the closet. Someone who's done something and the door is wide open. You can't really see it. Door's wide open. Skeletons in the closet. Trying to hide something. But one must have the faith, right? What will happen after those skeletons are shown? It's under the pick card. Did someone pick the lock in order to open the closet? Having your cake and eating it too? Maybe somebody wanted to have the skeletons in the closet so they can appear to be one way and not the other. The Virgo is confused because of the blockage. Maybe the blockage isn't working because of someone's faith. And now whatever it is that they have done or have been doing is now coming out of the closet. Everything's being exposed. They may come in and offer, make an offer of some sort, like, here, you want a piece of cake? Meanwhile, they've got this whole cake already. It's like, you're going to give me one slice? I mean, of course, you can have a slice of cake. We've got the scissors coming out. Something's being cut. We've got the sun. A creative project. Maybe the offer is the creative project, and they're hoping that this will make everything better, like a bright, sunny day. It will bring the situation back into a healthy stance. Everybody will feel like they got a piece of the cake. Milk. The milk carton for me, other than the obvious, when we had the actors and whatnot, and they would drink the milk and it would leave that mustache, it's kind of like that, like it's obvious that people were up to something. I mean, it's there written all over your face, so to speak. Someone's smiling or shining in your face. It's like, let's cut the crap. We've got an impossible itch. This is 2 people sitting right next to each other, and they're both trying to itch that spot on their back where they just really can't reach it. They can't get to it, but are they going to even talk to each other to even find out if each other can help each other? Or are they going to just sit there and struggle in silence? I don't understand what the point that is. For me, I always find it easier just to talk about it. That way people can't say, oh, I didn't know. Oh, you should have told me. Well, you know, I did tell you. Now you can't tell me I should have told you because I did tell you. Right? It's almost like saying, giving people that opportunity to be being held accountable before it even needs to have a story being told anyways. So we've got a hop, skip, and a jump. Maybe this is just real close. It's not going to take much longer. You throw that stone into the square, and then you do hop, 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 and you turn around and you hop on back. Really takes balance. But is someone skipping something? Because you got to skip wherever you're You can't put your foot in the square wherever there's the little stone is, right? So someone might be skipping something. Maybe they're skipping the fact that they need to talk to someone else. Maybe someone is leaving something out that is just so obvious. And they think that because they left it out, nobody knows about it, and they can go ahead and tuck it back into their closet. If I offer you this much, then you won't know about that. If I just cut you in on a little piece of it, then I don't have to give you the whole universe, sort of thing. We've got toasting. That's the term. That's what it's called when a dog kind of goes halfway in the covers and halfway out of the covers. There's a whole lot of trust there, right? When you cover your face and you don't even see what's coming, you just hope that the people who are around you are going to see you there, and they're going to take care of you, and they're going to make sure that you don't get hurt. We've got making a deal with the devil. That's too bad. All the while, you think you're not going to get hurt, and there it is. You just made a deal with the devil because you trusted too much. We've got take 1, scene 2, trying it again. So someone didn't know their line, so now we've got to redo the whole scene. Let's redo the agreement or whatever it is that we're going to offer this person, because somehow the cat's out of the bag and someone didn't say the words right, and so now everything is already out on the table. The skeleton, the closet is open. Everything's out there. Somehow this person knows about it. So we can't make the original offer because they're going to know that there's something wrong with the offer. They know we have a whole cake. We've got a mirror here. Someone's got to reflect on everything. Someone's going back and reflecting on their lines. Maybe someone goes back and reflects on the conversations that had been had. You got to be careful with a mirror in the sun, right? That can cause a problem. Just like a magnifying glass in the sun can cause a problem. They say you shouldn't even put mirrors in your window because of that fact. You can put a mirror behind the wall facing out in order to reflect back anything that someone may be trying to throw your way. But you can't put it in the mirror, as I said, because the sun will bounce off of it and it could cause a problem. We've got balding or bald. Someone has cut it real close. So close that it is shining in your face. And they're feeling pretty darn good about it, right? We've got a sleeping bear. Something's in hibernation. So maybe it was too close for comfort and they decided, you know what, let's just go ahead and rest on it for a moment. We've got the Aniston haircut. This is something that everybody wants. Incense and SOS. Someone could be burning incense in order to try to save themselves or as a call out for help regarding some kind of smear. And a stick in the mud. Somebody's no fun. We've got the plastic, some kind of toxic environment, sturdy, supportive, reusable, recyclable. Water is good for the body. Sacral chakra energy coming out with a rolling stone and with games. Somebody's games are completely out of control. Someone's playing with someone's sacral chakra, with their creative energy, with their essence. It's completely run out of control. You can't play games with people's energy. That's not okay. Someone could be fake. Maybe someone's trying to say this person is fake and they're really just a stick in the mud. As part of the smear campaign, we've got some kind of delivery happening by the extended family. Extended family could be the ones that have married into your family, could be aunts, uncles, it could also be maybe your work, people who you consider to be like family. And we've got a catacorder to the hammer, so it's probably your work family who's delivering this message. We've got the incense and this SOS. It's something, if it's sending it up. Catacorder to the vehicle with the body. All right. We've got the jack-o'-lantern, something around October time. The gesture was a distraction. Testing out the new day, taking the temperature of the new day. Maybe every morning they take a temperature to see how things are going as far as the distraction level is concerned. We've got the curly hair, needs to be tended to every day. Curly hair takes a lot of work to keep. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got the knight on a chessboard. And Ming. Ming is the clam that they found. And originally they thought the clam was 405 years old, but then they accidentally unalived it and they found out it was actually 507 years old. It was near Iceland. It was a detriment. It was an invasion. They meant well, but it was unnecessary. The path of good intentions, right? So maybe this knight thought that they were doing a good thing by trying to gauge somebody's temperature, so to speak, on how they were feeling or how they were going to address some kind of situation. That's up to them. Use your discernment. With that being said, folks, thank you so much for being here. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. I think 60% of the people who watch are not subscribed. Otherwise, make it a great day. I hope you sleep well if it is nighttime where you are. And always make it a great day, because only you are able to do that regardless of what kind of day it was. Take care.